Hey guys, welcome to Veecaps Live. Thank you for watching every episode that you've watched thus far. Hey Amy. Hey. On today's show, we have a very special guest who goes by the name of Amy. She's a singer and an actress.
She's based in Jersey. She's about to join us now. Hey, everybody tuning in. This is her song.
Hi. What's going
Hi, how
on?
are you? Okay, let me fix it.
Good.
I always do this. I'm playing your song. It's
I know. I
so
love it. I love it. I love the
good.
energy.
Wait, guys, say hello to Amy.
Hi guys.
Thank you so much for joining me today, girl.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, how are you? What'd you do
I'm
today?
good. I'm good. I'm
You
just
are
tired of this
so
quarantine.
beautiful.
Thank you. You are too.
Thank you. Girl, I'm tired of being quarantined too. I'm not gonna hold you. Like,
I'm
I'm
like over
ready.
it.
I'm ready to
Have a
just
hot girl summer. That's what I'm ready
right, just
for.
go outside and feel safe again. Like, this is
Right.
ridiculous. Um, where did you live?
I live in Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Okay, my
It's like
homegirl's from
5 minutes
there.
from Newark Airport.
Lit. Yeah, one of my homegirls from there. She's actually a host too. Maybe you know her. Her name's Nini.
Oh yes, I know Nini. Yes.
Yeah, Nini, Chanel, all of them.
Yes.
Yeah, they dope. I love them. That's my Elizabeth crew. They all from there. Okay, my bad. I'm cold. I'm a little nervous. For some reason, before I do these, I be getting nervous.
I feel you.
I
But
don't
it's
know
good
why
though.
though.
It's good.
It's weird. It's stupid because I do them all the time now. But thank you so much for being here today. I absolutely love closure. Like, wow. I'm so upset I didn't catch it at the beginning of the month, and I just captured it recently, but it's definitely on my playlist now.
Thank
Which
you.
y'all should tune into that too, probably on Apple Music, Victoria Bermudez. But thank you so much for being here. Happy Earth Day.
Yes.
Let's talk about closure. Where did you get the inspiration for closure?
So I was in a 3-year relationship that
Oh
ended really
wow.
drastically. And it just was too toxic for me that like something really bad happened and I just needed my closure. Like I needed to an explanation. I talk about that in the song. I needed some kind of like feeling of like why'd you do me like that, you know? Like why did you go there? And because of circumstances I couldn't get that. And then when I finally got it, you know, it was like it was hard. It was one of the hardest things that I've went through in my life. So I
Yeah.
sat in the studio with my producer, we wrote the song, and yeah, that's how I felt in the moment. I needed it. I needed that closure.
It's so good. I'm sorry, I keep saying it because I love music so much. Like I'm not an artist, but it's definitely like a hobby of mine. But when I heard your song, like your voice is so good. Like it's
Thank
so
you.
like infectious. And the song is also relatable. So do you write all of your music?
Yes.
And do you feel like it's something natural for you, or do you have to be in like a very emotional state to write a
No,
track?
sometimes I'm just like walking around and I just like get these lyrics and I just write something like on my notes. You could my notes are probably like the
Right.
craziest. I'm always like writing something and then I'll go back to it. Sometimes a song when it's like really hard to write, it takes me a couple days just because I want like all my feelings to be invested. So it's like it's a little bit of like both, you know.
Right. Yeah, for me, like I said, I do it for like a hobby. I have to be in like an emotional ass thing.
I
Like
feel you.
I
I
could,
feel
if
you.
I'm mad at my ex, I could write a motherfucking diss
Right.
track
Oh
that
yeah, I
might be
bet.
nominated for a Grammy type shit. But like me just sitting there forcing myself, I can't. Like it has to
That
come.
state.
Um,
Sometimes it's like I get into like a writer's block where like I'm too
yeah,
emotional and I want to say so much and I can't say like I can't. Nothing comes out of me. So like it's like, you know,
how long have you been doing music now?
my first song came out about 2 years ago and I was probably like 22. But I've been writing probably since I was like 18, 17, you know, just like
That's
jotting
good.
stuff down, like expressing myself. Everything's about
Right.
expression. So yeah.
That's dope. And how long have you been acting?
I've been in musical theater like all my life. So
Really?
yeah, so I like dance, music, and acting all in one since I was probably like 3. And then like I didn't know about this TV thing because you grow up, you're like, oh, it's just theater, it's just theater, it's just
Right.
theater. And like your parents don't have like the resources to like push you in psych, something. So I found out about like extra work. I went to Rutgers and I was studying acting. And then I'm like, oh, like you could do extra work while you're at school? Cool, why
Right.
not? Let me learn the lingo. Let me learn all the lingos on set. And I got my SAG after like available like eligibility. And then I was like, well, I don't want to join just yet because I don't have like the credits. So I just started like doing like non-union films or like non-union projects just to keep my options open. But once I got Daredevil and New Amsterdam, my agent was like, yeah, you have to join now. So I joined. So now I'm SAG-AFTRA.
That's
But
dope.
that girl, $3,000, girl, that's
I
it.
actually just joined SAG this summer. Thankfully, I was blessed enough to like be able to pay it in full. But for those of you who don't know what SAG is, it's like the union for actors.
What
There's
protects
one
us?
for TV actors, which is SAG, and then there's one for like theater actors, which is AFTRA, right? Is it
It's
AFTRA?
actually equity. Equity is for
Equity.
TV.
Yes, yes,
Equity,
equity,
yeah.
equity. So do you do any Broadway or have you done Broadway?
No,
Do you like theater or TV more?
I love both of them. I'm willing to do anything really that's, expressing myself. My last show that I did in college was all the students, we actually wrote it about like Trump, our
Oh
expressions
wow.
about Trump. And it was one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life because it's just like, it actually came from like my personal experience. So it was dope. And I loved connecting with the audience. So I don't know. I love it all. I love
Yeah,
acting
I've
in general.
actually never done theater because it wasn't in like my schools growing up at
Okay.
all. Like not even in elementary, not junior high, not even high school. So acting was something that I always wanted to do, but like I just started doing it when I turned 18 because obviously it's just easier because you don't need a parent to like go on auditions with you
Of
and stuff like
course.
that. Um, so my bad.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry. Can you tell me one like bad experience that you had in the industry, in the acting industry and one in the music industry?
Okay, let me start music. It just came to me. I went to a label, just to showcase my music. And the person, the A&R, he was really cool, all cool and stuff. Yeah, yeah. Selling me all these dreams.
Or
And I was like, okay, cool. Mind you, I'm there for business. Like, that's what I'm here for, business and like business only. He ended up like wanting to text me all the time, talking about something he wants to rub my toes. And like, I'm like, yo, like if you think that I'm gonna go that route to get signed to a label, you got the wrong girl. Like you got the wrong girl. So definitely like holding your ground and letting these people know that like you're serious about your work and it's business is something that like I've learned, like because people will take their position and take advantage.
yeah, for sure. How do you do that? How do you hold your ground? Because I've definitely been in positions where I felt really uncomfortable, but I feel like sometimes when you're in the moment, you end up doing something that you might not be happy with
Right.
because you're just in the moment and you've never been in that situation. Like, how do you handle that?
You know, the other day I was watching Scandal, Bombshell, the movie with Margaret Robbie, where she's the anchor, the main anchor of Fox is losing her job
Yeah.
because they want like a younger girl, and Margot is like the younger girl that they're like obsessing with, but she had to like sell herself to the president of Fox. So like when like your like dreams are on the line, it's so hard, but it's like my gut. I always follow my gut. I'm like, I don't. This is not me. Like I'm not gonna do this because it doesn't feel right. So I just like don't even go there. Like I'm literally like I've been so nice at first. Like I'm like shy and like I'm nice,
Right.
but then I'm like yo, like at first I like text you like yeah, yeah, whatever, like. But then I'm like, bro, like, do you want to make money?
Right.
you want to make money? Do you want to like build my brand and get rich together? Because if not, goodbye. Because there's going to be
Right.
someone that will do just that, you know?
Right. And
Acting, I don't
oh
know if
yeah.
I've ever experienced anything in acting just yet. And with all that stuff that came out, you know, I'm grateful that I never faced that face to face. But if that happens, whew, you know, that's going to be something that I don't know how to handle. Like, I wouldn't know how to
Yeah.
handle, you know, because like
Yeah.
you get a show, okay, you're the leader on the show. Wow, all these freaking amazing actors that I've looked up to, like, forever. Like, I've dreamed of being on set with you. I've dreamed of even having a conversation with you to share knowledge, to like learn something, and then like they end up being like this monster. Like, I don't know. That's a very
That's
complicated.
I've definitely been in weird situations like pursuing acting. Like when I first started, I always ended up somehow like around music industry people. And
Okay.
yo, music industry people are freaking weird, dude. Like they
Yeah.
they always trying to talk to
Mhm.
you like it's never strictly business.
Business.
I till this day I can never say I've come across somebody in music
Professional.
that's like not an artist be like completely professional with me or like take me serious in my craft.
But
So
because
that's
there's all these women that are willing to do whatever it takes, they think that everyone's going to do the same. But
have you ever do you feel pressure from like social media and like what you see or the stories you hear to like step out of your own, I guess, morals to get further?
no, I like know who I am as a person, and like I just don't feel comfortable doing certain things that I personally don't feel comfortable with doing. Like, I can't step out. I don't know, something about me, like I'm just like so super restricted. Like when it comes to men, like I don't know, like certain things just don't fly with me. And I guess
Right.
because of things that I've seen, like, you know, maybe my family or like friends and things that my friends went through, I just like learned like that if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen the right way.
Do you want to be signed to a label or do you prefer to go the independent route?
I don't know. I definitely have friends that are successful independently, which is something that's like super dope to see. But it takes years of hard work and dedication. But then there's like one or two labels that like I actually could connect with, like Def Jam, like Interscope, like those. Like I've like looked into it deeply.
Hmm.
I'm like, okay, like this is cool. Maybe I'll fit in here. But honestly, I'm just like focused on releasing my music, building my fan base, and I feel like everything else will come with it. You know, I just don't want to like rush things. I feel like when you get signed to like a deal, just because it's like, oh, it's in your face, and then you don't realize what the contract states, and then you're like stuck. You can't even release music. You're in the back burner. I've seen it happen to so many talented people, and I'm like, yo, read that contract. That's important.
I don't get why people like dead ass don't be reading.
Oh
Like
my
it's
God.
weird how so many people ended up in shitty situations, but it's like, was that not stated in your
Oh,
contract
it
or like,
was in that like blueprint, but you just passed that because you saw Rock Nation on your lap.
right?
And the funny thing is that I went to Rock Nation one day and they were signing this kid, and I haven't seen this kid release any music. And that was like 3 years ago. So I'm like, was it worth it signing with them?
Absolutely take your time and know what the words mean. Facts. I feel like too though, it's strange to me because there's too many people that have been in that situation. I do feel like contracts are worded in ways where it's not telling you, hey, like bluntly, hey, you cannot release
Oh,
music for X
absolutely
amount of
not.
time.
They use that like lawyer language.
Exactly.
That
That's
lawyer
government.
language where like only a lawyer could know what the hell's stated in the contract. That's why I have a cousin who's a paralegal, who's in law school, every time I get a contract, I send it to my cousin and she reads it over and she calls me. We go over it together. And then she's like, yeah, this is what they're asking you to do. This is what they want from you. Are you okay with this? Are you okay with that? You know, so I have that person, but some people don't. But it's good
Right,
to have it like overlooked. Like, it's good to be like, okay, you're offering me this. Can I take the contract to have somebody else look at it?
right.
Not
And
just,
even if
oh,
you don't personally know someone, it's good to make that investment for yourself.
of
Like
course.
hire a lawyer if you don't know someone, because motherfuckers be out here playing people left and right. Like I've been in mad scams as an actor, like with agents and finding
Oh, girl,
managers
we'll
as
talk about
well.
that. Yes, let's talk about that, girl. Let's get into that.
Wait,
Okay.
you told me your experience with
Oh
that
my God,
because
Lord Jesus. Okay, so my cousin was like, all right, you want to do this acting stuff? I'm like, yeah. And she was like, well, this guy that I know, he used to like manage us as like back in the day. And I'm like, all right, cool. Girl, he was sending me on auditions that I just never even would set myself there. Okay. Like, just things that I'm just like, really? Like, you can't send me to a casting office in New York where I'm located? And then it's like an ongoing like excuse and excuse. And I'm like, all right,
yeah,
like, that's it. It's enough. Then I met some other lady. She was really nice, but it was just her. And like, she was building her clientele. And then I got
right,
like that offer. And then the offer with the person that I was with for 2 years, Dreammaker Talent. So I got like just a person that was by themselves, just building their credentials, or a person that had already a system. Which one
right.
do I choose? So I chose Dreammaker. I was with Dreammaker for 2 years. I got Daredevil with them. I got New Amsterdam with them. Then me trusting in a friend, I left Dreammaker, went to this other lady. This is recently. This lady, this was last year. She got me like one audition, and she kept saying that it was like, oh, an excuse after an excuse. It's really slow. It's really slow. And I'm like, okay, lady, like, you telling me that it's slow when I'm seeing all my New York City friends that are actors busting their ass 4 days a week like I was with my other agent? And you're gonna
Yeah.
tell me when I left her, the professional email that I wrote her, and her response, girl, she wrote, ha ha ha, you don't know the business. And I was like, oh no, girl. I'm sorry, but like, that's not it.
Nah.
So
Yeah,
then, like,
there's so many frauds out there. Like so many, like pretending to be agents, especially I mean here in New York especially, but in the neighboring states like Connecticut, PA, Jersey, I can only imagine
oh yeah.
the fraudacity of these motherfuckers to be playing people left and right. Is there anything that would make you guys walk away from music or acting industry? If so, what would you pursue alternatively? You want to answer that? That's a good question.
So I went to college and I studied acting, but I also studied sociology and women and gender studies. That's my other 3 degrees that I have. So something in that field, women and gender studies, or just advocating for this disease that I battle with every day, endometriosis. So something along the lines of that. But this is this music thing and this acting thing is really all I want to do. So
I feel
that's a
that.
really
No,
hard question to ask.
yeah.
Answer.
No, same. For me, I feel like even if I wasn't acting or uh, trying to be a host or anything like that, I would still, in some sort of way, put myself in a position where I am in the light or representing something like something in activism or social injustice.
Dope.
Definitely something along the lines of helping people and doing like a lot of philanthropy work. That's what I would do. But back to the agent stuff, I do just want to say like a big scam that I feel like a lot of actors come across in the beginning of their careers is, oh, pay for to work with this photographer and like I'll work with you, or pay $3,000 to take these photos and I'll work with you. That is all a scam. And I've definitely ran into those about at least 5 to 8 times in my career. So just be wary of that if y'all are watching and y'all are trying to get into acting.
Yeah,
because
that
they be on Craigslist, they be on Backstage.
if an agent or a manager is representing you, they'll take 15 to 10% of what you make. That is not the scam. And even that, people still be scamming. So you got to just be very careful. I'm glad that right now I'm signed to an agent. She's located in New York and then she's located in Georgia. So it's like
Oh, that's good.
I'm getting like two things. I wish she was in LA too, but you know, we gonna take what we gonna take. So
No, yeah, and then you build from there because one
exactly.
agent gets you that really good role, and then it leads to the next agent that's, gonna take your career to the
Are
next
you good right?
level.
Are you in a good situation right now too?
Yeah, I'm signed to MKM Talent, and my agent is actually based in North Carolina, but
Oh,
all of the work that she submits her actors on is in New York, Atlanta, and LA.
oh,
But I mainly get New York stuff. I don't really go to LA or
of
Atlanta,
course,
but I
yeah.
can. But it's been going really well.
That's
Obviously, now with the pandemic, ain't shit really happening, but
yeah.
we're we're riding through this as strong as we
Absolutely,
can.
absolutely.
Um, my bad. I don't know why I'm like so off today.
No,
It's
I was off too.
terrible.
Don't worry. It's
It's
probably
so
not like it's
weird.
probably in the air. Don't worry about
Someone
it.
else asked the question. Y'all ever thought of directing your own film production?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
My
Are you
teacher
working on anything?
um well, I literally am like the masterminds behind all of my music videos. So I'll write the treatment out and I'll tell
So,
the videographer, cinematographer, I'm like, this is what I want. This is how I want it. This is the vision. So it's like creatively I could do that with music. But when I was in college, my actor teacher, one of my acting teachers was like, you are an amazing actor, but you're also an amazing director. So take that and move forward. And I'm like, okay, girl, you got to tell me twice.
yeah,
So,
I definitely would love to write something. I work on most of my skit content, so that's stuff that I write. I
so.
used to work with an artist and I helped her with her music videos. I've actually worked on a few music videos now that I think about it.
Oh, girl, let's
But
connect. Let's connect. Let's connect.
yeah, let's do it. I'm so down.
That'd be so
Honestly,
dope.
I love music videos. I loved Closure, by the way, the music video as well.
Hmm.
You know what part got me tight though?
Yeah, I
When
know which part.
homie pushed you, I was like, no, this dude is
That actually
wild.
happened. So
And that shit happened. I know. That's why I was like, damn, this shit is so relatable on so many
many levels.
levels.
Yeah.
It literally just
And I
felt
got
like
a
a
lot of
memory.
like backlash for it.
Nah, but dudes really be on that type of time. First of all, let's just talk about how dudes in the industry are just on a whole other level of fucked up when it comes to women, especially pretty females, pretty women like yourself, nice bodies, pretty face, talented. Thank God that you also have brains because
Yes.
there are a lot of women out there who just aren't as experienced, aren't as exposed to shit, and they get caught up in some crazy mess, and it's
Of
sad.
course.
It's really sad.
But yeah, I
I,
got like backlash over it. The female that I was arguing with in the video, she was portraying, came out on Twitter and told everybody that she was the girl and everything, and I was like, girl, congratulations.
wait, she went on Twitter and said that she was the girl that.
That my ex was cheating on me with, and like it became this whole big thing, and she just wanted me to congratulate her, I guess, and told everyone to watch the video because I was talking about her.
Right.
It was
That's
great.
so stupid. But fuck it, at least she
I got free promotion, so thank you so
exactly.
much.
Negative promotion is still
No promotion.
promotion. Have you ever performed at showcases? How did you feel before and after? And what advice would you give someone who will start to perform?
Yes, I have performed live. I love it. I rather just sit on like a stool, have a mic stand, and just stay there. And like I like to close my eyes. I like to open my eyes. I just like to feel the crowd, and I'm just there to give you guys a piece of me. So definitely think about it like that. Like you're giving somebody a piece of you. Your music is something that you went through, something that you're expressing, something that you want to connect with people. So definitely like just vibe. You know, if you're nervous, yell that shit out before you get on stage. I'm fucking nervous. And then when you get on stage, definitely eat that shit and give the people what they want, and they want to see you perform. They want to listen to you live. Somehow they fuck with your music. They've heard of you before. So definitely just do your thing. Like, you know, they're there to see you. They're there to see you do great. So if you think about it like that, everything will be fine.
That's a fact. How do you seek out opportunities to display or showcase your work?
Um, like, what do you mean exactly?
Well, that's what someone asked you. How do you
How do
seek
you
out
seek opportunity?
opportunities to display or showcase your work? I guess like how do you
With
put yourself
acting
out there?
or
Um, I guess both music and acting.
um well, with acting, you know, I just like my agent really does like most of the work.
All
I'll
the
go
work.
on cast yeah. I'll go on casting network sometimes, and look
Actors
at
Access.
things. If I see something on Instagram that I'm like really interested in, like, okay, cool, you know, I'll do my own stuff. So it's just really like keeping the momentum musically. If like a lot of people in the industry right now are doing like live sessions where like you're performing like on somebody's live, like an A&R, and will listen to you and then see if they really like you, they'll send you like an opportunity. Like, you know, just really have to keep the momentum going. That's
Right. When you're making music, like what's the vibe like?
It's me and
Do
my
you
producer, really. I'll be like, yo, you want me to order Uber Eats? Order Uber Eats, and we'll just vibe. He's smoking weed, like he's going
do
through
you
probably
do you
like,
smoke
no,
or
no.
drink? Okay.
I drink. I love Hennessy. Yeah, I'm a Henny
Hey.
girl. But it's just me and him, really. We'll order food. He's smoking through like probably 20 blunts. Just getting to it. Yeah, he's in that.
I don't understand that. Like, granted, sometimes I'll smoke and I'll feel like the creative buzz come in, but like 20 blunts, like,
Yeah, I'm like,
ah,
I'm probably high at the same point. Like at that point, I'm like, okay, like I'm high now because
right.
you're smoking too much. And then we're just like, he'll do like he'll create a beat from scratch while I'm there. I'm like jotting things down, and then he'll jump in and jot things down, and we'll just creatively mix. And I get in the booth, and that's it. He's a vocal coach as well, so he'll like be like, all
Also,
right, that's not it. Tone it up. Okay, lower it down. Once he gets upset with me, he'll turn red. He'll be like, all right, girl, you're not getting it. Should I get in the booth to do it for you? Like, you know, so it's like really funny, really intense. But he's a cool dude, and like we vibe, and I'm super comfortable with him. So
this is your go-to? This is the Timberland to your Justin
yeah,
Timberlake?
this is the go-to. Shout out to
That's
Courtney.
dope.
So he's dope.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So who are your three biggest music inspos and three biggest uh acting inspos? Actors.
Okay, so for music, India Arie, Jasmine Sullivan, and Alicia Keys. Those are the three women that I grew up on, like, since I was young. Like, oh, what are they talking about? Will I ever experience that? Do I want to experience that?
Right.
So it's like, you know, so acting wise, I love Reese Witherspoon. I love Kerry Washington, and I love Blake Lively. So those
Mm.
are like my three women that like I will like die for.
Are you working on an album right now?
Yeah, EP.
When are you gonna drop that?
So I was gonna drop it probably like around my birthday, but because of the circumstances we're in right now, it's not gonna happen. But I'm gonna drop a song next month. It's called Numb, and I would love to play a part of you, like a part of it for you.
Oh my God, yes,
You
yes.
want me to do it now?
Let's. I actually wanted to play this game with you.
Okay, cool. Sounds dope.
So there's this game that I saw on YouTube that everyone's doing. It's called Song Association. So I
Okay.
would tell you a word, and then you have to think of a song with
Oh
that word in it.
God, why did you
So
tell me? I'm so scared now.
you don't have to like sing for real or anything if
Oh,
you're
okay.
like
But like,
nervous.
no, like I just like I'm so bad at that. But let's see. Let's just try it. Let's just
Okay,
try
we'll do 5 words, okay?
it. Okay, okay, okay.
Um
You're killing me.
I'm sorry. I had to spice it up this time because I've been doing the same thing. So you're my guinea pig. I'm sorry. It'll
Okay.
be fun. If you want, you could test me after too.
Okay, cool, cool.
Okay. Um, trip.
Trip. LMA. How does it even go? Tripping on you.
Oh wait,
Tripping
I
on you.
forgot. That's fine. You got that. By the way, you have 10 seconds to guess a song.
Okay,
So
okay, okay.
that
Oh
I
my
forgot
gosh.
to mention that. So you got the first point. Feel.
Feel. Oh my gosh. Feel. Gosh. I'm so bad at this. Like legit bad. Feel.
And okay, next one. Um, New York.
New York. Alicia Keys. And
All
Jay-Z.
right, you got you got two
I got
points
that one.
here.
Like that one's like
So you got 2 out of 5. Me.
me. M-E. Okay.
Mhm.
Um me. I've been looking for me. I've been mm.
Is that what song is that?
Huh? I don't even remember, but like I've been looking for me. Hit you. Oh my god, whose song is that?
I don't even know, but I'll give you the point because it sounds like a real song. You could also use your own song.
Okay.
So you have 2 out of 5. All right, girl. You gotta get these last two.
Me, myself, and I. Damn.
But by who? That's Beyonce? Me,
Yeah.
myself, and I? Oh, I don't remember those lyrics.
No. That's not the lyrics. I'm saying somebody said me, myself, and I.
Oh,
Like I
okay,
could have
okay.
used that, but
So the next word I'm gonna have you guess the song to is games.
oh my god, Summer Walker.
Okay, the last one. Damn, money.
Cardi B somehow something doing something with J Lo. Money something.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
Something with money, and they talking about money and saying money, money.
That isn't that one Cardi B money?
Yeah, but it's with J Lo.
And then the one with J Lo is dinero. Dinero, dinero,
Damn, yo,
dinero.
damn.
It's okay.
Spanish,
Do you
English. We
do you want
Latinas, girl. We Latinas.
that? I don't speak Spanish though. I'm a fake Latina. You speak Spanish?
Yeah, I do. Cause I live with my grandparents, so like my dad doesn't really speak that good of an English, so I had
Well,
to learn
what are you ethnicity
Dominican and
wise?
Puerto Rican.
I'm Puerto Rican, Cuban, and black. So
Hey.
my my dad is Puerto Rican, Cuban. My mom is black, but my dad is like a New Rican. He does not speak Spanish like
He
at all.
doesn't speak Spanish at all.
I mean, he does, but
Not
like,
even your abuela, your
yeah,
abuelo.
my abuela and papa speak Spanish, so like I can like understand it, but like I just don't feel confident enough to be talking in Spanish like back to people. But yeah, that's that's me.
I
Do you
love
want to
that
test
mix though.
me? Thank
Yeah, I
you.
want to test you.
Okay, I'm scared. I'm definitely gonna lose.
Um, chocolate.
I literally can't even think of a song with that.
I'm like looking at a song right now.
I'm thinking of Chance the Rapper. I miss my cocoa butter kiss. That don't count though, damn. Yeah, I lost that
Oh,
one.
see, she just said it. Kathy, she just said the song that I was thinking about.
Oh,
Yeah, it's this one.
is that her new album? Yo, this album's so good.
I know. It's like quarantine heartbreak. Fuck
Yo,
that shit. Self love.
love it. I love that album.
Yeah.
I haven't like heard it though, that
Fully.
often to
Yeah.
know the songs, so I fucked up.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. BS.
Don't you be on that bullshit, yeah, yeah.
Oh yes, girl, go
By
ahead.
Chris Brown, by Chris Brown. Don't you be
That
on
shit
that
came at
bullshit,
you
yeah,
real.
yeah.
That shit came at you real quick. Like that shit was like an automatic button. You just pressed
Right.
it, and it came right out.
Yes, no bullshit by Chris Brown.
Um, mm, confident.
She's confident, oh no no, oh no no. She's confident, like oh no no, oh that's confident. Justin Bieber and Chance the Rapper.
That's so crazy though, because I haven't heard that song in so freaking long.
Yes,
Um,
damn, I'm doing good.
yes, you are. You're winning.
Yes.
You won. You won like already. Like no lie, you won.
No, I got two. You got two. So the next one, if I get them
Um, hmm. Love.
right, girl. Oh,
Oh wow. Okay.
oh. Never
That was
knew
easy.
what. That was really easy.
That was.
All right, I like this game. I like
That
this
was
game.
fun. That was
I
fun.
saw it on Elle magazine. Like every poppin' singer is doing it right now, so I thought it would be fun to do
That was
with
fun.
my first musical guest. So I hope you enjoyed that.
That was fun.
Confidently lost. Oh, that's
Oh,
a good
Sabrina
song.
Claudio. Yeah.
What new music are you listening to right now that you like?
Definitely Kiana. She's like right here. I like Little Baby's new album.
I haven't listened to that. I don't really
Yeah.
like that.
Um, I listened to a lot of like Jasmine Sullivan, like, because I was in that like kind of like realm where I just wanted to like listen to things that like connected me to like write. I usually have like a playlist where I just listen to that like those type of musics, um, just to get into like that feel of like writing something close to
Yeah.
it. That pain, that hurt. So definitely.
Have you heard Division's new album?
Oh yes, that song with
So
Snow.
good.
That song with Snow is fire.
So yeah, that song with Snow is good. I really love the one with Jessie Reyez on it. Someone wrote it.
Oh yes, that one's
That
nice
song
too.
is so good. I don't even listen to Jessie Reyez like that, but her feature on that is really good.
She's really dope. Like she's her own person. So like that, I really like that. Like she doesn't really
Yeah.
take a lot of shit. She went through something with like a producer who tried to rape her. I don't know if you guys know that. Yeah, in
Oh,
the studio. Yeah, he was Beyonce's producer, and she was like he like tried to lock her into like the booth, and she
oh my
escapes.
God.
Yeah, it was like a long time ago came out. I was like, wow, like she overcame that. That's
That's
hard.
scary as fuck.
Cause you're like
Ugh.
in the studio with one person, you know what I'm saying? Like,
How far in the music industry, like what's your end goal in terms of music? Because the industries that we're pursuing, they have a very dark side to them. Like, does that
absolutely.
ever turn you off from or like make you set a goal like you only want to get to this level because if I get up to here, motherfucking Illuminati might come and snatch me up or
Oh
some
my
shit.
gosh.
Because I've been thinking about that a lot recently.
Right. Honestly, I just want to just connect with people. Um, so if my music could reach you in Russia, I'm super duper happy with that. But I also want to be successful. I want to be, the top tier. Um, but I just want to do it the right way. I don't want anything like coming out in the woodworks when I'm at that top. Oh, you did this to get here. I don't want none of that. So I'm definitely like just trying to do it as slow paced and taking the right path, talking to God a lot. I just want him to open those doors for me so I can do what I love. That's all I want to do. And it's bigger than me. This is like, I feel like when I get hurt, when I go through something like so traumatic, I'm like, okay, this is giving me a chance to write music, connect with people that are going through similar things, or bring knowledge to people that haven't gone through this, but like they can have that in the back of their mind, like this can be done to you. Don't always go diving in. 100%,
Yeah,
and giving 100% of you to somebody, because they could have your heart right here and could throw it on the ground and stomp on it, and then what happens to you then? You know what I'm saying? You have to pick
right.
yourself up, and that picking yourself up is probably one of the hardest things that still I'm trying to do. But when you like look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, wow, I am beautiful, and it sucks that this person didn't think that, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes to be who I am, 100% of that. So I still, girl, still there's some days where I'm just like, why is this happening to me, like, you know? But I tell my little sister, I have a little sister, I'm like, look at what I went through, and please do not go through that. Like, look at that as an example. Like, that is not about to be me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
honestly, I tell people every day, I'm like, I don't think that I'm ever going to be able to give myself to somebody 100%. Like, it's always going to be like this thing where this restriction, like, no, no, like the man that I'm supposed to marry, he going to have a hard time, girl. He going to have the hardest time,
what's
because
your
I am,
sign?
huh?
What's your sign?
I know your sign, because you always talk about it. And it's funny because, like, that your sign is who I was in love with for 3 years. So it's like, yeah, I'm a Gemini.
Yes, Aquarius and Gemini are like perfect
Oh yeah,
relationship,
I
friendship.
know. It's a hard thing. It's like a soul tie, and
Yeah,
breaking a soul tie is probably like the hardest thing that you have to do. But when it's bad. You gotta like do your
yeah.
thing. But you know,
No, but that was really beautiful what you said. That was mad real. And I personally think you're on the right track to
thank you,
accomplishing every goal and dream that you have for yourself. You will definitely have the talent. Girl, like when I tell you your song, like literally, I always use this as an example when not an example, as a description when I listen to music that touches me. Like it changed my DNA. Like I felt it in my soul. Like
thank you,
that type of impact, if I have that type of impact, I'm sure there's many other women and men who felt the same way or will feel the same way when they finally hear your song.
thank
So,
you. I'm
Echo, how do
excited.
y'all feel about her? Echo is my friend, and I love him so much for supporting. He's always writing questions.
How do you
How do
feel about
y'all feel
Virgo?
about Virgo? Gemini and
Virgo
Aquarius
is
match made
September,
in
right?
heaven.
The beginning of September.
It's like late August, September.
Okay, a lot of my friends are late August, September. They're very like snappy, you know, like very like
My experience with Virgos is like they're all different. I
really.
can't say, wow, you act just like a Virgo. Like I could say that about every other sign but
Right.
Virgo. My best
Okay.
friend Malika said Virgos with a vomit face. Facts.
Oh my gosh.
What's
Yeah,
wrong with
I've never
Virgos?
dated a Virgo, but I have a lot of like girlfriends, and they're just really snappy. Like they'll tell you off, and I'm like, girl, what happened?
Right.
Why'd you go there? You know, I'm like, you didn't need to go there. But yeah, that's real. I never
Especially,
dated one. I always date
yeah.
like my sign, Gemini or an Aquarius or a Libra. I never go outside of
Oh,
it.
me, it's always Libras. But recently in my life, since I've been out of my last relationship, it's been everywhere. Like
Really?
literally, fine. Like
Everywhere.
Cancer,
Okay.
Sag. Even though Sag supposedly is a good match. Have y'all ever dated Pisces men? Men, no.
My
I
dad is a
know big
Pisces,
habits.
man. That's enough.
All my close friends are Pisces. Like my girlfriends though. Oh, I've messed with a Pisces, but like
They're
that's
just
all
like,
it is.
I was like, I have a friend who I speak to sometimes, and he's very aggressive. Like, he's very aggressive. Like, scary. And I'm
I
just
hear that
not with
about
it.
Pisces, but
And
well,
they're very emotional.
I heard that too.
And like,
Pisces men are too much.
my
LOL.
dad, I live with my dad, and it's enough for me to be like, yeah, no.
Everyone says Pisces men are crazy. Okay, the one Pisces guy, even though I wasn't in a relationship with him, I don't think he was crazy. I don't know if it's because I mean, that's
Maybe
just
his
one
like
Pisces,
moon,
but
maybe his moon was
yeah,
different, his rising.
he was really calm. Like him and I actually have a really good friendship. Maybe it's also me. Like a lot of my close friends are Pisces. Malika, Alyssa,
How
two
do
of the
you
closest people in
how
my
do
life.
you deal with your emotions as an Aquarius? I always wanted to ask an Aquarius this.
So it's weird because my I feel like some of my close friends will say that I don't really deal with my emotions or like I'm not that emotional, but to me I'm really emotional. Like so
Do you
how
like a
do
lot of space?
I love space. I do love space, but I'm also hella like extroverted. But I do need that time away like to just like recharge. But I'm definitely not the type to be like, "Oh, I fucking hate people. Get the fuck away from me." Like I love being around people. But I do also love having my alone time. So I feel like it's a mix of both. Damn, ladies are going crazy. Aquarius are emotional. Don't sleep. Aquariuses are mad emotional. Love Aquariuses. I know we the best.
Somebody
Scorpios
says
are
she cold. Fuck out of here.
my
Who
man
is
is a
that?
Scorpio.
Oh, that's your best friend,
Emo-
I think.
she called, yeah, be not emotional. I guess I don't know.
I
I guess
like
I
literally,
come off that way.
right? Like literally, I've cried in front of an Aquarius, and all the person did was,
Yeah, I definitely don't do well with people being emotional around me. I'd be
yeah.
like, why are you crying?
That's mad
But
funny.
but it's not even on some shit like I'm trying to be fucked up. It's just like I don't know. I just don't do good with it. Malika hate everyone. All right, y'all are going off of all horoscopes now. Anyways, you did say you had some music you wanted to show
Yeah,
us, so
of
I'm
course.
totally down. We have
Let
a
me
lot of
just.
fun.
Okay, this is
Backstage shy.
Numb, and I'm putting it out next month.
I've never done this.
I've lost all sensation.
Your voice is so beautiful.
Thank you. Nothing at all. Drowning in Patron to watch the feelings. Traumatized, trying to find my healing. Stuck in my bed, I know it's all in my head. Tired of crying and sleep, look what you're doing to me. I'm so numb, I don't wanna feel anymore. Oh my God. Decline. One of my homegirls, I'm gonna kill her.
It's okay. I actually, damn, I was trying to I wanted to pin this sooner onto the chat. I'm gonna do that. I'm not even gonna do it because it's gonna fuck
But I
up.
want you to
But
hear some of the more of the song. This is so fucked up.
yeah, I'm down to still listen to it and
Okay, let's
replay
just
it.
play it again because my friend is. I'm gonna kick her ass because I called her all day today and she did not answer. Now she wants to bother me when I'm on live. She knows that I'm on live. The audacity of the Libras. The audacity. I've lost all sensation.
Hey mom,
Feeling nothing at all. Drowning in Patron to watch the feelings. Traumatized, trying to find my healing. Stuck in my bed, I know it's all in my head. Tired of crying and sleep, look what you're doing to me. I'm so numb, I don't wanna feel anymore. I don't wanna feel anymore. I'm so numb, love just ain't a thrill anymore. Love just ain't a thrill. I'm so numb, I don't wanna feel anymore. I don't wanna feel anymore. I'm so numb, love just ain't a thrill anymore. Love just ain't a thrill.
a breakup pop.
Yeah, girl.
I
When I listen to
love
the song,
it.
I'm like, I just start like getting emotional.
No, your voice is so like it's just there's so much emotion in your voice when I hear it. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. If you want to send me the song personally, I will
Girl, I got you.
gladly
I got
put
you.
it in
The
my. If
cover
you want
art's
to send
getting
me
done
any music,
now, so it's like,
yes. Ah, Honestly, I think also when y'all asked what would be another career, I totally wouldn't mind being like a manager or
Oh
like a
yeah, that's
project
dope.
manager. You're gonna watch it? No, Alyssa, my best friend.